you got to be aware of your surroundings, man. You got to be aware of your surroundings. You got to be aware of your associations. You have to be aware of who you're dealing with, who you're communicating with, who you're around, who you're hanging out with. Wherever you go, whatever places you're at, whatever events you go to, you have to be aware, man. You have to be aware. Because what I'm noticing, especially here in America, I'm going to keep emphasizing America, because there's just things that's going on here that's not happening in other places, man. It's just that simple, you know. And I'm realizing that the media has such a control on people's minds, man, and we've been brainwashed and kept from so much information for so long that we are just programmed to believe that life for ourselves doesn't exist outside of America, and that's 100% bullshit. Okay? So, with all that being said, you have to be aware where you at. You can't hang out with everyone, okay? You can't be friends with everyone. You can't be around everyone, and I'm gonna tell you why. And this is what I wish I knew this 10 to 15 years ago. But, you know, you go through things, you experience things, and you learn things. You learn and you grow. That's how life is. And alright, so I'm gonna tell you why you can't be around everyone, you can't be friends with everyone. First of all, not everyone has the same value for life. That's just number one, off rip. Not everyone has the same value for life as you do. And what I mean by that is, not everyone wants the same thing out of life that you do. And the sooner we all realize that as individuals, the better off we're going to be. I'm trying to tell you, the better off we're going to be. And the more life is going to start to make sense. And you're going to know who to be around and who to simply not to. You know, because not everybody wants the same thing out of life. Yo, some people are really out here just living, waking up every day, going through the motions, just living, man. No purpose, no impact, no influence, you know, no motivation, no path, just no type of dream, no type of vision. It's just nothing. And it's unfortunate, because I feel like that creates this space for codependency, and people that don't have much going for themselves, or much ambition for themselves, or much direction for themselves, will eventually try and, people are so crazy on this road, man, will eventually try and grasp on or jump on to someone else's wave, dream, vision, and not even realizing that they're becoming codependent and passive aggressive towards someone. And this is why so many relationships break up. This is why so many relationships today do not work out, man, and are popping off, and marriages and popping off like volcanoes and popcorn, because two people get together, purely off of lust and sexual things and other reasons. But when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, and they realize that, a person just has no type of drive or no type of direction or motivation to do anything with themselves, so they realize that, you're in a relationship with someone that's codependent, or a friendship, or whatever, whatever kind of relationship it is, you realize that someone that's codependent. It's like whenever if you leveling up and you growing and you progressing in life is a problem with someone who's around you, or someone that you're associated with or dealing with or connected to, that person isn't for you, and you shouldn't be around that person, because that's going to breed a very high level of jealousy and a very high level of envy. And the more and more you're around somebody that isn't happy for you, and the more and more you elevate, and the more and more you level up, that person is going to get more and more and more of a bitter taste in their mouth towards you. And the more and more you're around someone like that, it can become very, very dangerous. You remember what happened to Selena, the singer, the singer back in the 90s? Go read up on Selena and her story, and that story is a direct reflection. It's a direct product of what jealousy and envy can do, and what can happen when you keep somebody around you like that too long. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like if you don't have, you have to have. That's what I said in the very beginning. You have to be aware of who you're dealing with, who you're talking to, who you're associated with, who you're communicating with, who you're doing business with, who you have around you. You have to be aware, because people can fake it for a long time, but it's but so, like time tells on everyone, it's but so long that someone can fake it. You're gonna reach. It's only a matter of time before you reach a certain level, and that person just not gonna be able to take it anymore. They're not gonna be able to hold it in no more, and you're gonna eventually start to see someone's true colors and true feelings for you. Okay, y'all can try and act like y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but the real ones out there that's been through this with people, y'all know what I'm talking about. For others, this is probably going over your head, because you probably one of the people I'm talking about. But it's like this. It's real, man. It's real. You cannot be around and be associated with everyone. Everyone has their own hidden agenda. Everyone has their own hidden motives for your life and for your just everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like people be so codependent and stuck in their ways that they don't even realize that they're becoming passive aggressive to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't even realize that they're becoming that way, and becoming jealous and becoming envious of someone, because that's literally just all they're used to. They're just used to someone giving into their ways and allowing their codependent traits to carry over onto them. That's what they're used to. But when they come across someone who doesn't go with that flow and doesn't allow them to be who they want them to be or control them, oh, that person is on their X list. Best believe. And like I said, man, it's dangerous to be around someone like that. It's dangerous to be in a relationship with someone like that. It's dangerous to be in a friendship with someone like that. It's dangerous to work with people like that at a job. It's dangerous to play on a sports team with people like that. Like, for real, man. And it's like, you have to be so careful, man, because people really out here with some serious problems, man. So people really have some serious psychiatric and psychological problems. And it's like, the more, and the people can try and hide it and mask it as much as they want, but people are going through some real shit out here, man. And they do not know how to cope, how to manage, how to deal. And they looking for whoever they can be codependent on to freaking save them and take them out of their misery. And it's like, when they come and when they can't get that, and when they don't get that, oh yeah, man, it's like it's like the hate and heightens, and the bitterness and heightens. Why do you think people are killing themselves, man? Why celebrities killing themselves? Well-known people killing themselves. Miss America jumping off of buildings. It's like people really be miserable, man. Why you think motherfuckers is just walking into nightclubs and shooting people dead, man? All these massacres. How many freaking massacres, shooting massacres have we had this year already? And the year's not even over. People are miserable out here, man. That's why I told you. Y'all better be careful this holiday season, man. Y'all better keep y'all asses in the house and stay out the fucking way. I'm trying to tell you, man. Stay out the damn way. People are on some shit right now, and it's not. It's just not good. I was just getting gas at the gas station, and these 4 teenagers are just walking through the parking lot as if there's no cars coming. And I lean up, I roll the window down, and I'm like, yo, can y'all excuse yourselves, please? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you're not aware of this big ass vehicle coming up behind y'all. Teenagers. So it's like there's a huge disconnect going on right now, man. And I don't know what it is, but I know what it is. But I'm saying what I'm saying I don't know is what the heck is going to happen from one moment to the next. No one knows that. But all I'm saying is, at this point, all we can do is pray and prevent. Pray and prevent. Simple. Prevention is the best safety. If you take yourself out of the way and out of the equation, you're going to lessen the odds. This shit is spiritual, man. I'm noticing it more and more and more. This shit is spiritual. People are miserable out here, man. And they don't know what to do, who to turn to, who to call on. And it's like, you know, happiness is the new wealth. Happiness is the new wealth, yo. Because it's like, obviously, even people with money are miserable. Miserable and lonely. And these are the holidays. These are the holiday times, so people are in their feelings and in their emotions even more so. And everyone has a sense of entitlement, and everyone has a sense of passive aggressiveness, and everyone has a sense of codependency, and everyone has a sense of, well, if you're not going to do what I want you to do when I want you to do it, then I don't want nothing to do with you. And it's just like it's getting to a point where it's just like all you can do and all you want to do is separate yourself and disassociate yourself with people. And focus on yourself and learn yourself and build yourself up. Because it's like, yo, you can't be around somebody. Like you somebody who's not married, who's single, who don't got no kids, but you got a dream and you on a path, you on a vision. It's like you can't be fucking with people that got kids and baby mama drama and you know what I'm saying? It's like you just can't, man. You can't be around someone who isn't on your level. It's just that simple, and it has nothing to do with looking down your nose. It has nothing to do with condemning someone or feeling like you better than someone, or it's like you just can't, man. It's like if you're married or you're in a serious relationship, it's like, I'm not trying to go out with you, man. I'm not trying to step out. I'm not trying to go get a drink. I'm not trying to go to the bar with you. Like, you're fucking married. And it's like, if you need a break from home, then maybe you shouldn't be in that relationship. And it's like so many people rush into things, and before you know it, kids is in the picture, and before you know it, things are toxic and unhealthy and violent and physical and emotional. And the cycle just repeats, man. Brothers be out here with multiple kids, multiple baby mothers, and still be out here trying to figure out and see and scope down the next chick they gonna get with and sleep with. And what be blowing me the most about these chicks, and that's why I keep trying to tell these dudes, man, like, y'all need to freaking understand that these chicks are for the streets and the pussy is for everyone. And as soon as y'all understand that, the better off y'all dummies are gonna be. But anyway, it's like, the thing that be blowing me about these chicks is these chicks will know about these guys. They'll know the niggas fresh out. They'll know they ain't got 8 kids and 5 baby mamas. They'll know the niggas ex-con. Like, they'll know this shit and still continue to deal with him and still go forth and sleeping with him and giving him a kid even. And then the next couple of weeks, niggas beating her ass or some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, some wild shit. Crashing her car. I can go on for days, man. I can go on for days. All the stories chicks done told me about their terrible decisions when it comes to picking a guy. But it's just like, you know, it's just so unfortunate, man, that, like, and that goes back to the whole codependency thing and it's like, and passive aggressive shit and being in control. When it comes to the women, it's like y'all will accept someone like that. Y'all will accept a guy that's at the bottom of the barrel with all these issues and problems and crazy traits and crazy wild. Y'all will deal with someone like that because y'all feel like y'all are above him and y'all can control him. And 9 times out of 10, y'all are right. Y'all are able to control them. And then things get toxic and unhealthy and abusive, and you know, but it's like, when in reality, the only reason y'all were dealing with each other in the first place was out of codependency. You came across someone who's going to put up with, deal with your mess and put up with your mess, even if it ain't healthy, or even if it ain't peaceful, or even if it ain't really working. Y'all just going through, y'all treating a relationship like you're treating a job. Like, you just going to it because you have to. And you going through the motions because you have to. That's how most relationships are now. There's really no sincerity or no genuine love. It's more like a business deal or a partnership that's based off codependency. You know, there's so many guys that'll dog out a chick, that'll keep her around but dog her out because she washes his drawers and cooks for him and cleans for him like mama did. He may not necessarily be in love with her or necessarily really care for her, but he's doing enough to keep her around because number one, he knows that she's codependent of him, and he knows that she's going to do what mama did for him, something that he can't do himself or wants to do himself. You know what I'm saying? So many men never grew up on that side of things, of how to just simply take care of themselves, how to simply keep a clean space, a neat space, an organized space, how to wash clothes, how to clean. So many men never learned those traits or those habits because they had a mama doing it all for them. Not realizing that she's raising a codependent mama's boy, simp, spineless, passive aggressive, controlling, narcissistic individual who can potentially be a abuser, physical and emotional. It's unfortunate, man, because that's the reason why so many of our brothers are in the condition that they're in, even as grown men. That's why, man. So many brothers out here were raised by single mothers who literally sheltered and spoon-fed them and held their hand literally all the way up until manhood. And that's exactly why we have a race of black men in this country who cannot keep up with themselves, lead, take care of family, take care of their kids, take care of themselves, take care of a woman, a home, a car, anything. So there has been so much that has not been taught from an early age. I hate when on Instagram when there's these platforms that like show videos of black babies. I mean, sometimes it's cute and funny, whatever. But there's sometimes where they'll post something that like, for example, I saw this video of this little. He hadn't been 2 years old or so, and he's standing up on a stool and he's doing the dishes, and you can hear the mom saying something like he gotta clean up because she's getting water all over the floor. It's like, scratch that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bump that. Praise the little nigga that he's even fucking standing there doing the fucking dishes. Fuck some water on the floor. Praise him. Fucking clap for him. Give him a goddamn, like, that he's even doing the dishes. And he's like 2 years old and he's saying, yes, ma'am. There's 4 and 5 and 6 year olds that out here that completely don't even fucking regard their parents when they're speaking to them, much less telling them what to do. It's over for our people, man. Every day it torments me, the condition of our people in this country. Every day I see it. It's like, this is, it's crazy how we're experiencing a direct reflection of everything that black people have been through in this country and survived and came through. It's so crazy that every black person that you see alive in whatever condition that they're in and whatever life they're living, that's a direct reflection of slavery and everything that we've been through slavery and everything, traumas that we experienced and endured after slavery. And it's like, here we are now, like a scattered, displaced, disturbed, destructive group of people in every way. I don't know what it is. Like, first of all, shout out to the Israelite Hebrew brothers that showed up at the Barclays Center in support for Kyrie. Not too much media is covering that, and they don't want no one to know that. But go look it up. They were dressed in purple, purple tops. And they were all lined up outside the Barclays Center in support of Kyrie Irving. That's how it should be all the time, everywhere, with all of us. Like some sense of pride, some sense of dignity, some sense of unity, some sense of integrity of ourselves, for ourselves. But it's not like that, because in most places we got to look out wherever we go. In most places we got to look out and watch for each other. We got to look out and watch for each other more so than anything. Each other. We're becoming each other's biggest enemy. We're becoming each other's biggest threat. We're becoming each other's biggest issue and problem and hurdle at this point. And that's why I'm leaving. Like this, it's at a point where it's like you're going to do more harm than good to yourself trying to fix what's wrong with brothers and sisters in this country, because so many brothers and sisters out here are so lost and so confused, man, and so hateful, man, of everything and everyone outside of themselves, that it literally leaves no room for them to even want to find out anything about themselves. And that's exactly why so many are sending each other to the grave like it's nothing, like it's really a video game. No regard for life. And these are the same people out here having kids? How does someone that has no regard or no respect for life have a child? Our people has allowed our lack of emotional intelligence to consume us to the point where it's like all we've been programmed to do and to know is confrontation and conflict. But we have always been programmed and trained to be at odds with each other ever since the plantation. Whether it was fighting each other to the death out of pure entertainment for the slave masters, or being pinned against each other for the complexion of our skin, being divided by certain slaves being in the house and certain slaves not being in the field. Men and women not being allowed to have relations and love connections. Babies and kids being taken from their mothers at slave auctions. You know, so it's like these are all things that have been implemented in us and programmed in us to divide us and keep us separated and keep us at odds and keep us unfamiliar with one another and keep us from wanting to know more and learn about one another. So if they can keep us divided, it'll be easier to demolish. And that's exactly what's been happening. It all has to be a joint effort, or nothing is going to change. We have to teach our children love, and we have to implement in our children a mindset on how to become better, regardless of what someone else outside of us is doing. We have to teach our children discernment and how to know who to deal with and who not to deal with. And just pray that they make the best decisions in their life. Because you're going to always when you have a genuine, pure heart, you're gonna always recognize and realize when someone else does too. You know, like whenever whoever you come across, whoever you meet, like it's like you're gonna know right away. You're gonna know right away if someone has a genuine, pure heart and pure intentions. You're gonna know it right away. Because you're not gonna have no sense of, all right, like what does this person want? Like what is this person, you know, like, because people with good hearts, this is what a lot of people don't understand, and what a lot of people don't realize, what a lot of dummies don't get is, like, you can't play somebody with a good heart. Like, you can't do someone with a good heart wrong, because we're gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna know that, like, our energy and our hearts are so sensitive that we're always gonna know when someone else isn't. You feel me? Like, we're always gonna know when someone else isn't being 100. We're always gonna know when someone else is hating. We're always gonna know when someone else is not feeling us. Like, we're always gonna know that shit. Like, so it's like you can't hide it, you can't fake it with us, you know? And it's like, I feel like it's imperative that we teach our kids that type of discernment, because they're gonna always know the right people to be around, the right people to connect with, the right people to deal with, what's right for them, what's good for them, what's not. Because that's another thing that we do as people too, is we stay in relationships, or we stay in situations and positions, whether it's a relationship, a job, or wherever, an environment. It's like we stay in it to the point where we get used to it, to the point where it becomes acceptable to us, and that's what we become used to. And then nothing changes. We just grow old, and time goes on, but nothing changes. We never ultimately find happiness or success, because we stayed bound to our relationship or to a situation simply because we simply got used to it, and complacent and acceptable of it. It's like once in a relationship, once you get used to a certain type of treatment from someone long enough, it becomes acceptable to you. You feel, and then you think that's all you're worth, and you can't get any better. You're not deserving of any better. You're not worth any better. It actually becomes, like brainwashes your emotions to think that that's what is normal and okay, when it's not. I'm telling you, man, that's why there be so many miserable people out here, yo. And then so many people don't have the confidence or the self-esteem to ever do anything to change their situations, or to grow, or to become better. So then they it's like a natural instinct for them to start to hate and envy someone else who does. You know, it's such a natural instinct, and it's such a natural. It's like inevitable for that to happen. I'm thankful I'm learning so much, man, and growing so much, because it really does help everything make sense, you know, everything in the past, and it really does help everything make sense. And the more things make sense, the more at peace you become, the happier you become, the more you learn. Like I said, the more you grow, the more you elevate, you know. The more your mind elevates, the more your mind grows, man. It's just, the more your mind expands. So it's an amazing, maturing feeling that you gain. And it really all just boils down to learning yourself, learning your emotions. Like I said, the more you learn yourself, the more you're going to learn other people. The more you're going to learn how to deal with other people. Let me make that clear. The more you learn yourself, the more you're going to learn how to deal with other people, because so many people don't even know how to deal with themselves, that's why I'm saying they looking for that codependent victim to latch on with all their problems and all their issues and all their garbage and baggage. And it's like, because they literally don't know how to deal themselves, or how to cope, or how to manage. They don't have the knowledge, the information, like I said, the confidence, the self-esteem to do any different or to do any better than what they know. This is why so many people lose it when they lose parents. Some people that lose parents, it's like they become so distraught and just displaced, and it's like, my condolences to everyone who has lost a parent. That's something I can't relate to. I don't know what that feels like, but I see what I've seen, a pattern that I've seen and picked up on with people who have lost parents. It seems like they lose a sense of hope almost, or they lose like a sense of confidence, and they become clueless. Like they don't know what decision to make next or what to do next, because their parent has always done it for them. They've always been codependent on their parent to make decisions in their lives and to do things for them, and it's like a lot of people stop living once they lose their whoever it is that they're codependent on. It's unfortunate, man, because it's like, I feel like it just stems so much stuff. People that are codependent of others, it's like that stems, so much stuff stems from that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, jealousy, envy, hate, there's just so much that stems from someone being codependent of someone else, to the point where it's like when someone else is ready to grow and change and do better, it doesn't sit right with you. Or because someone has a different way of thinking or a different way of living, it doesn't sit right with you because it's not going hand in hand with your lifestyle or your way of life or your comfortable state. You gotta be aware out here, man. You gotta be aware. Y'all continue to be safe, man. Continue to stay prayed up. And get some focus back on your health, man. Focus on your health. Inside and out. Because like I said, it's getting real out here, and things are just going to continue to get more crazy and crazy, because everyone is just looking for that love and that attention, man. It's like everyone's looking for some type of acknowledgement, some type of acceptance, man. You have to find it within yourself. Stop watching others. Stop looking for others to be your answer, and go and find it within yourself. If you need to fast from social media, fast from social media. If you need to fast from people, fast from people. You need to, whatever it is you need to do it. But you have to stop looking for answers in other people and other things, because you're just not going to find it. You're going to continue to be disappointed, let down, and you're going to continue to grow your hate and your bitterness towards everyone else that's living their life, focusing on themselves and bettering themselves. It's just that simple. I'm out, man. I'm out. Peace, love, and happiness. Stop hating. Stop hating. Please stop hating.